It the last 2 days at Tread. Today's Thursday. I leave tomorrow after I throw and lift, and I'm really just trying to embrace that, I'm going to hit 95 tomorrow. I'm just gonna do it. And there is still a part of me that is scared. It feels like a sense of unrealistic confidence. But what's my other option, to say that I won't? So I'm just gonna believe that I am until I'm proven otherwise. But I also have my last presentation tomorrow. So I gave my presentation earlier this week on the art of being human. We're gonna talk about that a little bit. What does it mean to have the art of being human? That went horrible. My presentations have been doing really well before. This one I missed. And we're gonna talk about why. And we're gonna talk about the beauty of failure and how we can use it. So let's get into it. She's all empty, pretty much. Just have a few final things. But last day at Tread. We're gonna throw today. We're hitting 95 today. Gonna give my best presentation I've given so far, and we're gonna get after it. So it's a great day to have a day, so let's make the last day memorable. Just sitting here outside, walking before my velo session, and I got nothing, man. I got nothing but gratitude and love and respect. And I've came here and I've grown, and this has been one of the best experiences of my life. And thank you, not just them, but for you guys, for everything. I love y'all. This is just the start of a beautiful journey. So we're gonna go get that 5 today. We're just gonna do it. I don't care about you.
Don't let them bitch you out. Come on.
I feel good. It's not bad, it's just I can feel it every time I throw, you know? I'm not worried, just it's shitty. Because especially with how good I felt leading into the day.
Yep.
It's just we have started the return journey back to Minnesota. So it'll be a 2-day drive, about 3/4 of the way done with the drive today. And I just wanted to talk about yesterday. So yesterday I PR'd on my counter move jump, which you'll see. I PR'd on a walk-in jump, and I'm not sure how all those things correlate, everything. I don't have that kind of data. What I do know is this, though, is that my nervous system was primed and it was ready to go yesterday. And, simply put, it's the best I've felt in 3 years. I played catch with one of the other interns. He had made a few bad throws, just kind of had to run and jump for it. But even within that, I had never felt so athletic and springy and whippy in that, and it felt so good, and the catch play felt fantastic, and the sound the ball made to him was a sound I hadn't heard in 3 years. And the way my arm was moving was a feeling that I haven't felt since the last time I hit 95. So we were going into it where me and the 2 other interns, where we were like, yeah, it's gonna happen today. And I genuinely believed, I didn't have a doubt in my mind that I was gonna hit 95. And I think of all things being equal, and like the way I felt and the capabilities I had matched what my body was able to produce, I would have hit 95, and I didn't. And I think that I know that it's in there because when I did the shuffle throw, it sequenced up better, and I jumped from 92 to 94.6 or 94.8, I don't remember exactly which one, in a throw, or like 2 throws. It was crazy. And I watched a video from an angle, and I'm going to post on my social media about why that is. And I might even make a little bit of a breakdown on Monday for you guys about why I'm doing what I'm doing now going forward. And it was so disappointing. It really fucking sucked. We made it back to Minnesota in one piece. It was a long couple days of driving, but it gave me a lot of clarity and a lot of things to think about and what I want to do going forward. And I got so many cool things that we're going to be working on building, and I can't wait to get going. He's a little skittish, a little anxious, but he's a phenomenal dog. And this is our other dog, Honey. He's a little bit of an older dog. And then my cat Garfield is downstairs. But today we are going to Rochester, going to talk to my old mentor, and we are going to get a little bit of training in. I haven't written my program out yet. Not sure what I'm going to do, but we have the right direction and we have ideas. In Rochester, I'm starting my new kind of block today. We're going to do like a kind of transition week this week, so it's going to give me some time to take off some volume. I'll keep the intensity high just so I can let my body hold those adaptations, but I'm not going to try to add anything new. Volume super low, intensity will still be high, but the amount of intense days are going to drop too. I'm not looking to throw too hard today. Maybe touch an 88, feel good, just kind of hold it all. And then I'm going to start to on-ramp intensity next week, and we're going to start accumulating more stress. And I have a new structure that we're going to go over once I'm done, and we're going to talk about it. And that way you guys can see what I'm going to be doing, kind of take you through what my program is, the reasoning, the method to the madness, and how did failure kind of like tie into all this, because realizing that failure was the main driver of this and that I didn't have the day that I wanted to, and we saw why, and the drills were doing why. So we're going to figure that all out. I have an idea of what we're going to do, the drills. I know that some of the more structural things and adding things in, I'm not sure yet, but that's okay, because I'm going to explore it and see what feels good, see what my body likes, and see if I can get that to build up intensity over time. So let's get into it. for a little walk. Heel, Carl. He's a walk dog. So he's gotta get some energy out of him right now. But it's a beautiful day out. Training went really well yesterday. We're gonna break that down. Basically what's happening is I was not creating a flush pelvis to rotate against, or to rotate with, I should say. It was messing up the timing of my pelvis. You'll see some pictures above me, and that everything would kind of get out of sync, rotate off time. I'd have to push, I'd open up early, etc., etc. Just creates a whole bunch of timing issues. So doing drills and constraints that kind of push my body into a certain way of movement, I will be able to fix that problem, and my body will learn to adapt and throw harder. So, which is kind of what we saw yesterday. Through 90.9 with the gray ply. It was super comfortable, super easy, and it was really, really good day. So we did not lift yesterday though, so gotta take what you can get. All right, so that was a good little walk with Carl. What is everything that we've been talking about is like, for a while I would used to get hung up on like failure and what it was, and the fact of like failure meant like I wasn't good enough. And like some of that has to do with how I, perceived failure as a youth athlete. And our body kind of associates, our brain and our body kind of associate things together. So like I learned failure wasn't safe. So for years, it wasn't safe for me. And when I failed at my first presentation, and the second time it went way better, like really well, really good, probably my best one. And I failed on my 95 even though I thought I could. I stopped looking at failure as like that sense of failure. Like I still have days where I'm like, yeah, that sucked, and like I wish I would have done better. Like, or like I still feel the disappointment or the pain. Right, Carl? Buddy? Right? But at the end of the day, like I wouldn't know what to do next if I didn't fail. Like if I didn't have failure, I wouldn't have learned from it. I wouldn't have grown. It wouldn't have helped make me better. And like in a lot of ways, failure kind of becomes the path because I get to learn and use it, not just fail and spin my tires. Now, sometimes failure doesn't always have a lesson. Like sometimes you throw the exact pitch you want to throw in the right count in the exact right time, and like you're just not as good as the other person. Sometimes you're just not good enough, and that's okay. Like, Carl, no, we don't bark at other people. Yep. So sometimes life works itself out like that. But the whole point is that failure is very much a guide and a teacher. Maybe you're just not good enough. That's okay. Maybe you're good enough, but you're doing something a little wrong. That's fine too. Maybe you weren't as prepared. Whatever it is, I think failure gives us the answers to the questions worth asking. So the problem becomes the solution. It's one of my favorite quotes, and that's what we got for this week. I'm really excited to be done with the internship. I'm super grateful for it. But I get to move forward and do some unique stuff and some cool stuff that I got so much in the works, and I'm so excited to like show all you guys. I'm gonna try to do some more day in the life type stuff, get some more coaching content in there now that I have the time and the availability to. So stay tuned for next week, and until next time.